Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 10 through 13.
Thus says the Lord God, on that day it shall come to pass that thoughts will rise in your mind, and you will make an evil plan. You will say, I will go up against a land of unwell villages. I will go to a peaceful people who dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls, and having neither bars nor gates, to take plunder and to take booty, to stretch out your hand against the waste places that are again inhabited, and against a people gathered from the nations who have acquired livestock and goods, who dwell in the midst of the land. Sheba, Dedan, the merchants of Tarshish, all their young lions will say to you, have you come to take plunder? Have you gathered your army to take booty, to carry away silver and gold, to take away livestock and goods, to take great plunder?
All right. So here we just talked about headlines right now concerning the Russia sanctions. Broke it down in a nutshell as to why these sanctions are, why all of a sudden Russia is being targeted in this way. Surprising even Putin, I believe, that because Trump is here, we thought Trump was going to be, calming things down, a friend of Putin, and it turns out to be a complete opposite. Ezekiel chapter 38 talks about the war of Gog of Magog. And if you were to read it from from verse 1 through 23, it talks about an alliance. And the alliance, when it comes to Magog, is the Russian Federation. Now, this can be debated, and that's fine, okay? But I just want to go over this what the Russian Federation is made of. It would include Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, and there are many other stands in the Russian Federation, or I should say that make up the Russian Federation. Meshach in Ezekiel chapter 38, many believe represent Moscow or means Moscow. Rosh, many believe is Russia. Tubal, many believe is the eastern part of Russia. Gomer, many believe is Asia Minor and Turkey. Beth Togarmah, many believe is also Turkey. Persia, many believe, and actually we know to be, is Iran. Put, it represents Libya. Cush is Sudan and Ethiopia. And Tarshish represent the United Kingdom, or what many would dub as the European nations. Okay, so I mention all that because the reason for the Russian-led invasion is to take spoil, booty, according to Ezekiel chapter 38. What Russia is exactly looking for is not stated in the text, however. And according to Dr. Steve Ilwart, when it comes to the Ezekiel 38 War of Gog of Magog scenario and Russia in the last days, that's why I think this is just fascinating. The text mentions, just as what you read, livestock, goods, silver, and gold. However, these are general Old Testament references for the spoils of war. Much speculation has been involved in what it is that the nation of Israel, because this is what Ezekiel 38 is talking about, that what it sounds like is that Russia is going to be going up against Israel, is that Russia wants something that Israel has. Given what a traveler would find in the land before the formation of the state of Israel, one would think Russia was in dire need of sand and rocks, because that's what many thought Israel just had. Closer investigation, however, of the region led to the realization that the answer could have been found in the Dead Sea. All of this will lead to Israel. Everything that's happening with Syria, everything that's happening with the Russia sanctions, everything that's happening with North Korea, with the nation of Iran, it's always going to lead us back to the nation of Israel. And here's why. And if you remember, we reported on it. Putin is very nice to Benjamin Netanyahu. Has a nice relation with him, making sure not to step on any toes. It's because there's been closer investigation as to what the nation of Israel also has under its ground. So the waters of the Dead Sea contain over 45 billion tons of sodium, chlorine, sulfur, potassium, calcium, magnesium, and bromide. These chemicals have their uses. Indeed, magnesium has been called the king of minerals because of its varied medical uses. Going to war, however, for a bunch of salt is very unlikely. We're getting a lot of distress of nations, a lot of war talk, Cold War talk. After the 1967 Six-Day War, another explanation was offered for a Russian invasion of the Promised Land. Scientists searching the Sinai Peninsula in the 5 years after Israel captured it from Egypt found signs of copper, tungsten, and feldspar deposits under the shifting sands of the desert. Tungsten is an expensive rare metal used for hardening steel and other high-grade metals. Some believe these ores could be part of the spoils the Magog alliance would try to wrench from the nation of Israel.